What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and all that jazz. I hope you guys are having a beautiful, wonderful week. Here we are, moving in. I guess this is the last week of 2024. I hope you guys are having a blast. I just wanted to pop on here just for a few minutes and just kind of chat. Like most people, I don't know what it is. I guess I know what it is. Like it's holidays, everybody wants to have a good time and enjoy the Christmas cheer, which is actually probably my favorite holiday of the year. And, what I've found is this, first of all, most people totally check out this last week of the year. And then they kind of come into the new year and then they start making their plans to, have a better year. And I don't know what your habits are. I'd be curious to know, in the comments, like, do you have a specific habit? Like this week has always been kind of a really important week for me personally in terms of what I do in my business. Yeah, I love to play. I love to have a good time. Love to cook and have family around and the whole thing and all that. But one thing I've never done is I've never completely checked out the last week of the year. Well, I don't want to say I've never done that. I probably, if I've been around for a long time, so there's probably been some weeks or years where I've done that. But this is actually a really opportune time to, for those people that lean in during this last week of the year, this is a great week to, number one, if you haven't done this already, your customers, your reps, people that you want to do business with, that you do business with, to pick up the phone, make a call, say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, connect with those people. I mean, if there's any time of the year to even people that you, aren't doing business with, there's no better time of the year to have an excuse to call a person and have a conversation. I literally, in fact, right before doing this live, just wrapped up 2 quick phone calls of people that I haven't had a chance to talk to. And one of them, it's probably been a month, but the other one has been a little bit longer than that. So because like it's the end of the year and moving into a new year is always like an interesting time, right? Everybody is typically like hopefully setting goals, setting yourself up. This is a great organizational week. My suggestion, if you want to start the year like springboarding into the new year, rather than slowly starting your year, it's kind of like the difference between starting a person and specifically from the framework of network marketing. There's a very distinct difference between starting in a network marketing business and launching a network marketing business. Starting is like, okay, I'm going and I'm slowly getting moving and I'm beginning to pick up momentum. Launching, on the other hand, and I guess we could take that into this very specific example of launching your 2025. You can either start in 2025 and kind of get things going, or you can launch into 2025. And what you'll need to do if you really want to get started quickly, I was going to say fastly, but I guess fastly is not technically a word, is I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's not. Is it requires a little bit of planning and preparation. So like every year during like typically between the 26th and the 31st, I know we're day before Christmas Eve, but that week is always like my planning and preparation week. Like I will go through, and I've shown you these things to you guys a bunch of times. I will go through my previous log sheets for the year. I'll go through my entire calendar all the way back to January, look at missed opportunities. I forgot. Oh, we didn't end up doing business together. I'll recreate lists. I'll go through, I'll just show that. I mean, I go through different, tasks and to-dos, reorganize those things, knock those things out, as many of those projects as I possibly can. In fact, I'm going to release this in probably the second week of January. I think you guys will find this really cool. I spent a few days this last week and I put together this is totally off the subject, but I don't care. I put together an ebook called The Junior CEO, and I'm going to make that available to whoever wants it. I'm not going to charge for it, but I spent a day and a half putting this thing together. I'll tell you why, actually. My youngest kid has been, and I got to make sure what I say so I don't spoil anything. My youngest kid has been crafting and making things for Christmas gifts for his girlfriend's mom, for Carla, and I'll just leave it there. And he's actually exceptionally talented in the design arena. So that was kind of like, wow, dude, you've really got an eye for that, and you're really really good at it. And it made me think, because I remember standing outside of the room that he was in. He had all this stuff laid out. Again, I got to be careful because he still hasn't we haven't had Christmas. I don't want to spoil anybody's Christmas gift. So I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, wow, this could be a business that this kid could have. Like, he's that good at it. And so it made me think, it's like, wow, what other business ideas could there be for, young kids or entrepreneurs, like kids or teens? And I brainstormed for probably 3 or 4 hours and came up with a bunch of like really cool ideas for parents to be able to communicate with their kids on, instead of going and just having a job and working for someone else. Like, most of the people that follow me are entrepreneurs or entrepreneurial at the very least. And I was like, okay, this would be pretty cool for you to have a resource that you can read with your child or with your teen and brainstorm and come up with ideas. So this ebook that I created, which I'm not making the delivery promise right now because I still have to put together a page for it. I've got the PDF done, but it's really cool. It's 21 different small business ideas for teens and kids. So just kind of giving you a quick heads up on that I'm going to make that available for folks after probably going into the second week of January. But back to the subject du jour. So this week can be a really exceptional week for you, rather than just like turning off the keys in the ignition and throwing the keys over in the trees and totally tapping out. I mean, your life, you can do whatever the heck you want to do. You can chill, relax, and then hit it in the new year. What's interesting also is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the first is, I think it's like a Tuesday or a Wednesday or something like that. So it's kind of weird too, because it's like the first of the year, which most people don't go back to work the first of the year. They typically go back the second, right? Because New Year's Day is also kind of technically a holiday. So it's like a weird week. So now you're starting your week. You're starting your new year probably like on a whatever it is. I don't know if I'm not going to check on the calendar. It's probably on a Wednesday or a Thursday. So if you wait until like Wednesday or Thursday to get organized and get yourself set up and ready to go, it's probably not going to be until like the second, 2.5 weeks into the year that you actually kind of really get going in whatever it is that you're looking to accomplish. So I don't know. Just some quick suggestions. This time of the year, this week in particular, is a great time to recap, review, reorganize, reprioritize, and get yourself set and ready to run as you move into this new year. I'm assuming that you want to have a better year in 2025 than you did in 2024. That's kind of natural human desire. Is like every year I want to take it another step further. I want to up my game. I want to improve my business. I want to grow something. I want to launch something, start something, do something different, whatever it might be. This week can either be chill and lay back, and that's totally cool. I'm sure I've done it. Typically I don't, but I'm not going to say I've never done it. I will say that, and I can recall times when I actually have done that. I feel like I'm not getting it's like I'm starting my year rather than, what's the phrase that people often use, hit the ground running. So again, with your clients, with your customers, with your reps, if you're running a network marketing organization, this is a great time just to reconnect. You should be connected with those people anyhow. But then the other thing is, and it's not too late, and I'll share something with you. This is like, if you wanted to get like, I don't know if you guys noticed this, especially like on Facebook over the last month, I've done a couple of different posts where I've said, hey, if we only communicate on social media, I would love to like connect with you offline, call it old school, call it whatever you want. But like, the thing is like, if for some ungodly reason you were to get booted off of Facebook, or I don't know, what is it called? An EMP, is that what it's called? Like, yeah, an EMP goes off and now you can't, well, I guess if an EMP goes off, you're probably not going to be able to do anything. Your phones aren't going to work. Electricity's not going, nothing's going to work. And we go back to the dark ages, but I don't want to bring that into conversation. If for some reason you lost access to people that you regularly communicate with only on social media, it'd be good to have their phone number, their email address, or physical address. And I don't know if you noticed, but I've done a few posts over the last 3-4 weeks where I've done that, where I'm like, hey, I want to stay connected with you. I'm like, hey, here's my personal contact information. Here's my cell phone number. Here's my email address. And by the way, watching this, if you know that we don't have each other's contact information, send me a personal message with, your phone number, your email address, your physical mailing address, and I will respond in kind. Would love to stay connected with you on a personal level. So we have each other's contact information. But this is also the time of the year where, again, I don't think we need to have an excuse. Like, we can make an excuse any time of the year to sit back and do nothing. It's easy to like make an excuse. Oh, nobody wants to talk during the holidays. They're in the holidays, and then, no, I don't want to, first week of January, everybody's kind of getting back set into, I don't want to bug them then. And then we go into February. Well, it's Lovers Month. And then spring, the flowers are blooming. I mean, I can make an excuse to sit back and not do anything any time of the year. But I think out of any time of the year when it's a time to connect or reconnect, this is the time of the year to do it. And I have done, and some of you, I don't know, you even know who's here live. I have no idea because I can't see it on the platform that I'm on, but because I've got a window open that's like a different window. But anyhow, I guess there's probably a couple comments. Let me see what's going on here. Is crypto going to be especially big next year? I don't know. I can't predict the future, man. I have no idea. Or Patricia, sorry. I have no idea. I we'll see. We'll see what happens. But this is a great time for you guys. Again, you got I know tomorrow's Christmas Eve, big family day and all that. You got Christmas Day, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Man, like, that would be a good time for you to sit down and go, okay, let me get myself set. Let me get myself totally organized. Let me get myself totally ready. Let me plan and prepare and be ready to hit the ground running, even though it's, hitting the ground running is going to be, I always like to hit the ground running on a Monday. I don't know, like Monday to me, beginning of the week, first day of the week, let's get going. But you don't have that. Well, not that you don't have that liberty, but if you chose to do that, you would then begin, launching your year, whatever day that is, the second Monday of 2025. But this is a great time to be picking up the phone, calling people, checking in. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. How's it going? Reconnecting, by the way. And I don't know, man, I still send out like physical stuff in the mail, like physical cards, and I don't do you're not going to get an e-card from me if I got your contact information. By the way, you won't be getting a Christmas card. One of the things that Carla and I have done for years is we don't do Christmas cards anymore. We do New Year's cards. So, like, I don't know how many cards we've gotten so far this year, probably too many to count. I don't even know, like a ton already. So, which is awesome. And we love and appreciate every single one of them. We like to stand out and do it like after all the card sending has been done. That first week, that second week of January is when we do like a New Year's card. So that's just another thought. Like, okay, you want to, when some people are zigging, you zag. Like, I learned a long time ago, like my first success mentor, what he said, like, if you want to be, and the way he phrased it was like, if you want to be rich, find out what everybody else is doing and do the opposite. And conceptually, I think that makes a lot of sense. But nonetheless, I just, I think it would be good for you. I don't know. What are you doing? Like, I'm curious. Actually, in the comments, do me a favor, and I'll look at this when I'm done because I'm broadcasting this on multiple platforms right now. I'm curious, like, is there something in particular that you do this last week of the year that's worked well for you, that helps you get started into the new year on a high note, like literally like hitting the ground running? I kind of feel like, and again, I'll admit it, I have done it. The few years and out of many, 35 years of being an entrepreneur, the few years that I've kind of like chilled out and like took the whole week of Christmas off, skied every day. Okay, well, I'm going to start on the first, but then you typically really aren't starting on the first. You're starting on the second. And now I'm planning on the second and getting ready on the second and organizing and getting my stuff together. I always feel like I'm late to the party. And, I don't get all down on myself and like set the tone for a 2025 where I'm like in a state of depression for the whole year because I just didn't get started right. But I just don't feel, I don't know. I feel like if you can hit the ground running and you're ready to take action, you're ready to like hit it and sprint it, then I don't know. It just kind of sets the tone for a really beautiful year. Like I got a couple pretty significant projects that I'm knocking out this week. I probably have like another 30 hours of labor that I've got to get done. By the way, a couple things I'll tell you real quick. So I told you about that junior CEO deal. I'll make that available whenever, if you're plugged into me on social. If you want it, you can easily get access to it. I'm not going to charge for that. And it's pretty cool. I think the PDF is like, I got to take a quick, hold up. I felt like I had something in my tooth. You never want something in your tooth when you're on video. It's like having a big giant green piece of lettuce at a party and you're sitting there and talking. I don't know. Has that ever happened to you? You got a big old piece of lettuce there and then you go look in the mirror and for 10 minutes you were talking to somebody and you had a giant piece of lettuce. They weren't even nice enough. I mean, a real friend's going to be like, dude, you got a piece of lettuce in your tooth. Anyhow, I digress. So if you want that, just remember, and you'll know because I'll tell you about it. This would be a great thing, especially if you have kids, teens, preteen, old enough to take some responsibility. This will be a cool little PDF. It's like 66 pages. You can go through it. So you're probably not going to print it out because it's 66 pages. There's a bunch of color in it, a bunch of images that I put in there. But it'll give you some really cool ideas. And how awesome is that? Like that was inspired again by me looking at my 18-year-old and watching him do his thing. I'm like, wow. And I even said, Joey, that's like a business for you right there. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Like what other kinds of businesses? And I started writing stuff down. And then I ultimately ended up writing this thing and putting it together. That was like 3-4 days ago. But there's another thing that I put together. So for my A-teamers, I made a promise to this current A-team group that we have our final session tonight that, I'm going to do like this bonus AI training. And like I've pretty extensively utilized AI with video production, like all my shorts and reels. I've used AI in a bunch of different applications. And I think there's still a lot of people that don't really know how to maximize the use of AI in their business. Some people, quite frankly, are afraid of it. Like it's going to, I don't know, become sentient and then take over I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. AI is not disappearing anytime soon. And it can be very advantageous for you in utilizing it to save you time, to free up your time, and to help you make more money. It's going to definitely make you more efficient. I mean, like I'll give you a quick example real quick. So my reels and my shorts I had a person that I had hired. This is going back until like early of 2024 that I was paying $1,000 a month to create 30, to take long form video, clip it down into short form vertical video, adding captions to it, and then turn them into shorts and reels. Well, there's software that does that I can take a long form video, have it brought down into short form 30, 60, 90 second, 2-minute clips and add captions on it. And that in and of itself saved me $1,000 a month. So I put together what I thought I was originally going to do, a video training, but I decided because you can't make the points that need to be made teaching somebody how to use different elements that are available in AI by just being a talking head on video. So I wrote a book. I started about a week and a half ago. It took me about 5 days to put this thing together. probably literally have over 40 hours of work into it. And it's an AI book that is designed specifically for people in the network marketing community. My audience is primarily network marketing. I'm sure you could benefit from it if you're a coach or a consultant or you're an online marketer, but it's specifically aimed at network marketers. So I'll be making that available too in the new year. So this is what I'm saying. Like even before we got into the last week of the year, I'm like, okay, what am I doing in 2025 that I didn't do in 2024? What can I improve in 2025? What can I do better? What can I do differently? How can I serve my audience in a better way moving into this new year? And instead of waiting until January 2nd to make the plan, you'll definitely have that. There's no question you'll have the feeling like if you're a responsible entrepreneur that is like going for it, there's no way that you're not going to have some degree of guilt or feeling behind if you go into the new year unplanned. So, okay, that 26th through the 31st, that's the perfect window to do these things: reconnecting, re-engaging, connecting with your clients, your customers, your prospects that may have slipped through the cracks. Like I'm telling you, this is like one of the reasons why I use these things and I develop these things, is because I have a chronological record of every single bit of business building activity all throughout the year. So this reviewing, and I'm not going to show this to you because it's page after page after page, and this is one of probably 4 of these that I went through this year. This allows me to go back and recreate missed opportunities that maybe we didn't do business together. Maybe we were going to, and then something happened. And then going through your calendar, like, I don't know what kind of calendar you guys use. I use a fully digital calendar, Google Calendar. It's pretty common. And I used a Franklin Planner and all that other whatever. I mean, if you're using any kind of calendar, it's better than not using a calendar. But, go back to January 1 and get a notepad out and pull out a yellow pad and go, oh, Jimmy Smith. Okay. What happened to that guy? Or Susie Johnson. Oh, okay. Wow. How we talked, and then it's going to help you come up with a fresh list of people that they wouldn't have been in your calendar at some point in the past had you not wanted to do business with them. Maybe for whatever reason you didn't, the timing wasn't right, the opportunity, whatever, the situation wasn't right. Well, maybe you can recreate these new opportunities and then again, lastly, hit the ground running. So that's it. That's all I've got for today. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. I hope you're having an incredible time with your family, with your friends, enjoying I don't know. This time of the year is awesome. My wife is like, I'm not decorating until after Thanksgiving. We got the tree. I think we got the tree up before Thanksgiving, which made me really happy. I don't know. This time of the year is super fun. But anyhow, hope you guys are having a great week, a great holiday. And if you are, Mr. Blakely, what's up? I did see a comment. Beautiful. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Hope you're well. Seeing me live on YouTube, which is great. If there's something in particular that you do during this time of the year that you feel is something that sets you up for successful victory in the new year, would you be so kind as to share? Like, I'm sure like the people that are plugging into this as a replay or as a live would love to know, like, hey, this is one thing that I've done every year for the last, like this in particular, this is like one thing that I do every year without fail, is I go back through my calendar. I go back through all of my logs, all of my notes, and I'm like, okay, what did I miss? And what new opportunities can I create from old opportunities? That has served me incredibly well for, I'll just say a long time. I was going to say decades. So I end up aging myself, but literally decades. So, yeah. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Thanks for being here. And I'm going to go. I've got a meeting coming up here in 30 minutes. And yeah, still meeting. And it is, what is it, the 23rd? Yeah. I'll probably take tomorrow off and chill out and relax, and Christmas Day. But on the 26th, back to planning, prepping, getting ready, hit the ground running in 2025. I will look forward to seeing you. Maybe, I don't know if I'm going to do a live between now and the end of the year. Probably will. But yes, let's go big. Let's make good things happen. Have a blessed holiday. We'll see you soon.